Hi, this is Arjun from Mystic Alankar, and in this video we'll be creating a tropical house lead in Serum. This is what it sounds like. To create this sound from scratch, let's initialize the preset. For oscillator A, load up Xfer Serum, which is under the vowels waveform. For oscillator B, you can load up the saw rounded to square, which is under the analog waveforms list. So the idea is that oscillator A will be used only to create the transient, the initial bite of the sound, and not for anything else. So we'll go 3 octaves up on oscillator A, increase the unison to 7, reduce the detune to about 8 or 9 o'clock, increase the blend to 100%, and for oscillator B we'll be increasing the octave by 1. This will be the main sound that we hear. Increase the unison to 5, reduce the detune again in the same way that we had done earlier to 8 or 9 o'clock, and increase the blend all the way up to 100%. Now let's adjust envelope 1 to make it more plucky. So reduce the decay to about 600 milliseconds and bring down the sustain, not all the way, but somewhere about here should be fine. This is showing up as minus 26 dB, and increase the release to about 500 milliseconds. For the noise oscillator, choose bright white from the analog list here, and make sure both these buttons are on. Increase the pitch by 24 semitones and reduce the level a little bit. Next, you can switch on the filter and make sure everything is going into the filter, A, B, noise, and there's no sub right now, but if you were to add a sub, you can make that also go through the filter. Leave the filter on MG low 12 and reduce the cutoff a little bit to about 125 Hz. Increase the drive by about 15%. Now you can map envelope 1 to the wavetable position of oscillator A and oscillator B, and reduce the amount only a little bit to 75 or 80 on both of them. Also map envelope 1 to the filter cutoff and reduce the amount to about 30. So now we have the basic sound, and this is what it sounds like. To make it sound more like a finished sound, we can go to the effects section and add some effects. So we can start with the compressor, increase the gain a little bit, add a little bit of chorus now after the compressor, but not too much. Maybe 20% wet would be enough. The sound is a little bit boxy, so we'll add an EQ and remove the resonance, which you can hear at about 200 Hz. Between 200 and 250 Hz, there's some kind of resonant sound, which is kind of disturbing. It's somewhere here. So we'll reduce that by 8 or 9 dB with a slightly wide Q. And we can also take a frequency up here at 2000 Hz and increase the gain a little bit for more brightness and more air. And now we can finish things with the reverb at the end of the chain. A little bit of low cut, a little bit of high cut, and increase the mix level a little bit. And this should be fine. If it sounds like too much, you can always reduce the reverb. And now the last thing you want to do is turn up this portamento to about 8 milliseconds. So when you move from one note to the next note, it will bend in pitch. So let's hear the final sound now. So that's all for this video. Hope you found it useful. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.